If you want to feel alive, if you want to feel purposeful, if you want to feel in control of your life, then you must first find yourself again. Somewhere along the way, you lost your way. Not because you wanted to, not because you weren't capable, but because life happens. You followed routines that didn't serve you. You listened to voices that weren't yours. You sacrificed your dreams for comfort or for the approval of others. And slowly, the person you once were became someone you barely recognize. But here's the truth. You're not lost. You're waiting for a decision, waiting for awareness, waiting for courage. Because finding yourself again is not about becoming someone new. It's about peeling back the layers that life and circumstances put on you. It's about remembering who you were always meant to be. It's about reclaiming your values, your discipline, and your vision. Today, let's begin the journey. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today, take a deep breath. Look inside and ask yourself, who am I becoming and who do I want to be? Because the moment you answer that question, your journey back begins. There comes a moment in life, a quiet, almost imperceptible moment, when you suddenly realize that something is missing. You look in the mirror, or you pause at the end of a long day, and you ask yourself, who am I becoming? Not yesterday, not last year, not who your parents, teachers, or friends told you to be, but you. This is the moment when awareness strikes. It can feel uncomfortable, even unsettling, because realizing that you've drifted, that you've lost touch with your values, your dreams, your purpose, is the first step in reclaiming your life. You see, losing yourself is rarely dramatic. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't come with flashing lights and a warning siren. It's slow, subtle, a little compromise here, a little, I'll deal with it later there. And over time, those tiny compromises pile up. You start saying yes when you should say no. You start following paths that feel safe instead of paths that feel right. You become someone else, someone who seems familiar, but not quite you. And then one day, the realization hits. Perhaps it's triggered by a conversation, or a failure, or a moment of silence in the middle of a busy life. Suddenly, the fog lifts, and you see clearly, I'm not living the life I intended. I've let circumstances shape me. I've let other people define me. I've lost myself. This realization can feel heavy. It can feel shameful. It can make you doubt whether you can ever get back on track. But here's the secret Jim Rohn always taught. Awareness is power. When you see that you've lost yourself, you have taken the first step toward finding yourself again. Because you cannot change what you do not acknowledge. You cannot grow if you pretend everything is fine. Think about it. A person who drifts through life, unaware that they are drifting, cannot course correct. They remain stuck in habits, patterns, and compromises that do not serve them. But the person who sees the truth, the person who faces it with courage, has the opportunity to reclaim their life. This moment of clarity often comes with questions. Why did I allow this? How did I get here? Where did I lose myself? And while reflection is important, it's not about guilt. It's not about blame. It's about understanding. Because the sooner you understand, the sooner you can act, the sooner you can rebuild, the sooner you can return to the person you were always meant to be. You might notice signs that you've lost yourself. You feel exhausted by life even when nothing is physically demanding. You follow routines that feel meaningless but don't bring satisfaction. You compare yourself constantly to others, feeling behind or inadequate. You avoid important decisions because you're afraid of making the wrong choice. You feel disconnected from your passions, your purpose, and even the people around you. These are not failures, they are signals. Signals that your life needs attention. Signals that your mind, heart, and spirit are asking for realignment. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. But before you can apply discipline, before you can set goals, before you can rebuild your life, you must know where you are. Awareness is the foundation. Awareness lights the path. Without it, even the best intentions are like a ship without a compass. So take a moment, breathe, observe, Ask yourself honestly, have I lost myself? Am I living according to my values, my vision, my dreams? Or have I allowed life to shape me into someone I'm not? And when the answer comes, whether yes or no, accept it. Do not fight it. Do not deny it. Because the truth, no matter how uncomfortable, is liberating. It is the spark that ignites change. It is the first step on the journey back to you. And remember this, you are not broken. You are not finished. You are not defined by the compromises of yesterday. You are simply at a crossroads, a moment of choice, a chance to pause, to reflect, and to decide, I will find myself again. Because the life you want, the life you are capable of, is waiting on the other side of this awareness. And that journey begins now. Once you've realized that you've lost yourself, the next step is crucial. Reconnecting with who you truly are. You see, life has a way of scattering pieces of you. Responsibilities pull you one way. Expectations pull you another. Fear and doubt hold you back. And somewhere along the journey, you forget the essence of who you are. Your values, your beliefs, your purpose. Reconnecting with your identity isn't about starting over. It's about remembering. It's about peeling away the layers of distractions, habits, and opinions that have covered your true self. So how do you do it? Step 1, reflect on your values. Ask yourself, what do I truly stand for? Values are not words on a piece of paper. They are the behaviors you practice daily. They are the decisions you make when no one is watching. Some of us value freedom. Some value honesty. Some value growth. Some value connection. Whatever your values are, they are your compass. When you align your actions with your values, you begin to feel whole again. Start small. Write down 3 core values. Then ask, am I living in alignment with these values today? It's that alignment that begins to rebuild your sense of self. Step 2, identify your purpose. Purpose is the why behind everything you do. Without purpose, life becomes a series of tasks, a collection of days that pass without meaning. To reconnect with your purpose, ask, what impact do I want to have? What contribution can I make? What am I passionate about? It doesn't have to be grand. Purpose can be simple, helping others, creating something meaningful, learning, growing, but purpose must be personal. It cannot be borrowed from someone else's vision. Your purpose is your internal compass. It guides decisions, fuels persistence, and restores your identity. Step 3, reflect on your strengths and passions. Who are you naturally? What comes easily to you that brings joy and fulfillment? These strengths are clues to your authentic self. Many people lose themselves because they try to be what others expect. They ignore their natural talents and passions. They settle for a path that feels safe or approved. But your gifts are unique. Your passions are a signal of who you are meant to become. Take time to write down your strengths and the activities that excite you. Notice patterns. Notice what makes you feel alive. These are signposts pointing back to your identity. Step 4, surround yourself with reflection and inspiration. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Reconnecting with yourself requires environment, not just intention. Spend time with people who encourage authenticity. Read books that inspire self-discovery. Listen to speeches, stories, and wisdom that remind you of your potential. Guard your mind against negativity, doubt, and toxic influence. Your identity grows stronger in a positive environment. Step 5, take small, purposeful actions. Identity and purpose are not abstract concepts, they are lived experiences. Every decision, every action, every habit you take in alignment with your values. And purpose reinforces who you are. Start small. Act on your passions today. Speak your truth. Choose integrity over convenience. Each purposeful action is a building block. Slowly, steadily, you reconnect with your authentic self. You feel more aligned, more confident, more alive. The power of reconnection. Reconnecting with your identity and purpose restores confidence. It restores energy. It restores focus. When you know who you are and why you exist, You stop being a victim of circumstance. You stop being pulled by others' expectations. You regain control over your life. And here's the beauty of it. The journey back to yourself is also a journey forward. Every insight, every reflection, every small act of alignment propels you toward your goals, your vision, and your best life. Remember, success is predictable. It's not luck, and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. The hard work is in knowing yourself. The discipline is in aligning your life with your truth. Reconnect with your values. Reconnect with your purpose. Reconnect with your passions. And slowly, intentionally, you will find yourself again. Once you've reconnected with your identity and purpose, the next step is simple, and yet it is often the hardest. You must rebuild your standards, and through those standards, you rebuild your habits. Let me explain. You see, life doesn't give us what we deserve. It gives us what we stand for. Your standards are the boundaries you set for yourself. They are the rules you live by. They are what you will and will not accept. I once met a man who wanted success. He wanted wealth, freedom, respect, but he tolerated mediocrity in his work. He tolerated excuses. He tolerated laziness in himself. And guess what? He got exactly what he tolerated. Mediocrity, frustration, and disappointment. Standards matter. They are invisible, but they shape your life more than talent, luck, or opportunity. Step 1, decide what you will accept. Start small. Ask yourself, what am I no longer willing to accept in my life? It could be negative self-talk. It could be procrastination. It could be toxic relationships. It could be half-hearted effort at work, at home, or in your personal growth. When you raise your standards, you force yourself to take new actions because your habits must match your standards. It's that simple, and it's that hard. Step 2, build habits around your new standards. Standards without habits are like a map without a path. You know where you want to go, but you never move. Habits are the small daily actions that translate standards into reality. Read every day. Exercise your body. Plan your time. Do the work that others avoid. Speak kindly. Think positively. Act with integrity. I remember a time when I struggled with consistency. I wanted to grow. I wanted to be disciplined. But my habits didn't match my desire. So I started small. I promised myself I would read 1 chapter a day. I would wake up 30 minutes earlier. I would plan my day the night before. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't instant. But each day, I honored those habits. Slowly, the small actions compounded. My standards rose. My confidence grew. My life began to change. Step 3, remove friction from your habits. It's not enough to know the right habits. You must make them easy to follow. If you want to exercise in the morning, lay out your clothes the night before. If you want to eat healthier, remove junk food from your home. If you want to read or learn, keep a book or audio nearby. Reduce resistance. Make your habits obvious. Make them unavoidable. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. And he meant it. Small, consistent disciplines build a life of excellence. Step 4, guard your mind and environment. Your standards and habits don't exist in isolation. They are influenced by your environment. They are shaped by the people around you. Spend time with those who push you higher. Limit exposure to negativity, distraction, and mediocrity. If your mind is cluttered, your habits will crumble. If your surroundings are chaotic, your standards will weaken. I used to spend hours listening to news, scrolling social media, and gossiping. It slowly eroded my energy, my focus, and my motivation. When I changed my environment, books, mentors, inspiring conversations, my habits strengthened. My standards became non-negotiable. My life started to align with my purpose. Step 5, commit to consistency, not perfection. You will falter. You will miss a day. You will fail. That's okay. It doesn't mean you've lost yourself again. It means you're human. What matters is returning immediately. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for the perfect time. Pick yourself up today. Take one more step. Do one more small action. Consistency beats intensity. It beats bursts of motivation. It is what builds lasting change. I remember struggling with writing daily. Some days, I didn't feel like it. Some days I was tired, distracted, or discouraged. But I committed to showing up anyway. Over months, those small daily actions became a habit. They became a standard. They became part of who I am. When your standards rise and your habits align, your identity strengthens. You no longer drift. You no longer feel lost. You act with purpose. You think with clarity. You grow consistently. And here's the most beautiful part. Your standards and habits not only restore you, they elevate you. They transform your potential into performance. They turn your values and purpose into tangible results. So start today. Raise your standards. Build habits that honor them. Protect your mind. Stay consistent. Because this is how you find yourself again. One disciplined, intentional action at a time. Finding yourself again requires more than just reflection, values, and habits. It requires action. It requires removal. Because some things in your life, some people, some environments, some patterns, they broke you. And until you remove them, you will never fully reclaim your true self. Think about it for a moment. How often have you tried to grow, to move forward, to become a better version of yourself, only to find yourself pulled back by the same old influences? A toxic environment, a negative friend, a habit that steals your time and energy, a way of thinking that limits your possibilities. These are not coincidences. These are silent chains. And chains are not broken by wishing or thinking. Chains are broken by action. Step 1, identify what is holding you back. The first step is awareness. Look closely at your life. Ask yourself, what is keeping me from becoming who I am meant to be? It could be relationships that drain your energy instead of lifting it. It could be habits that comfort you but don't serve you. It could be environments that stifle creativity, growth, and purpose. Write them down. Be honest. Be ruthless. Because the truth can hurt, but it also heals. Step 2, let go of toxic relationships. People matter. Who you spend time with shapes who you become. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to find yourself again, you must surround yourself with those who encourage, inspire, and challenge you. And sometimes that means walking away. Yes, even from family. Yes, even from friends. Yes, even from coworkers or mentors who no longer lift you. It's not about bitterness. It's about self-respect. It's about creating space for growth. I remember a time when I held on to a friendship that drained me. Every conversation left me exhausted, doubting myself, and unmotivated. It took courage to let go. But once I did, I found energy I hadn't felt in years. I found clarity. I found myself again. Step 3, remove harmful habits and patterns. Habits shape identity. Some habits serve you. Some habits destroy you silently. Late nights scrolling endlessly. Eating carelessly. Spending recklessly. Listening to negative voices. These habits are like termites. They silently erode your foundation. Identify them. Replace them. Even one at a time. Start with small wins. If you eat poorly, replace one meal with something nourishing. If you waste time, dedicate 30 minutes a day to growth or reflection. If you complain too much, speak gratitude instead. Each small change compounds. Each habit removed strengthens your identity. Step 4, guard your mind and environment. Your environment is a reflection of your mind, and your mind is shaped by your environment. If your surroundings are chaotic, cluttered, or negative, your growth will be limited. If your mind is filled with fear, doubt, or regret, your actions will falter. Create a space that encourages focus, clarity, and growth. Declutter your home, your workspace, your digital space. Consume media that uplifts and educates. Be selective about conversations. Guard your attention like a precious resource because it is. The more you protect your mind and environment, the faster you rebuild your true self. Step 5, let go of limiting beliefs. Many of us are broken by our own thinking. We believe we are not capable. We believe opportunities are for others. We believe we are defined by past mistakes. These beliefs are chains just as binding as toxic people or harmful habits. They must be removed. Challenge them. Question them. Replace them with beliefs that align with your identity and purpose. Tell yourself, I am capable. I am worthy. I can grow. I can change. I can become the person I am meant to be. Say it until it becomes your reality. When you remove what broke you in the first place, you create space. Space to think clearly. Space to act with intention. Space to reconnect with your values, purpose, and identity. You feel lighter. You feel stronger. You feel free. And in that freedom, you begin to truly find yourself again. Remember, growth is not just about learning. It is about letting go, removing obstacles, clearing the path. You cannot move forward while carrying unnecessary weight. And the truth is, some of that weight is not meant to be carried. So today, identify it, remove it, and step into the person you were always meant to be. After reflection, reconnection, and removal, you are finally ready for the final step, becoming the strongest version of yourself. This is the moment when awareness, values, purpose, and habits converge. This is the moment when you no longer drift. This is the moment when you take full responsibility for your life. But strength does not come overnight. It is forged. Like steel in a furnace, it is tested, stretched, and refined. The challenges, the failures, the discomforts, they are the tools. To become strong, you must demand more of yourself than anyone else will. Excellence is not a gift. It is a discipline. It is choosing to do what is right, even when no one is watching. It is honoring your values every single day. I remember a young man I once knew. He wanted success badly. He read books, attended seminars, and talked about his dreams. But his actions were inconsistent. He lacked discipline. He tolerated mediocrity. Then one day, he decided he would no longer accept anything less than his best. He started small. He arrived on time. He completed tasks with care. He spoke with integrity. He read and learned daily. Over time, these small acts became his identity. Excellence, once cultivated, becomes effortless. It becomes a habit. It becomes the core of your strength. Strength grows when you confront what scares you. When life challenges you, when circumstances push you to the edge, do not retreat. Many people avoid discomfort. They settle for easy, predictable lives. But growth never happens in comfort. Think about it. A muscle becomes stronger only when it is stressed. A mind becomes sharper only when it solves difficult problems. A character becomes resilient only when tested. When fear, rejection, or failure appears, face it head on. Learn from it. Use it as fuel. I once failed in a business venture. It was devastating. I questioned my abilities. I wondered if I could ever recover. But instead of giving up, I studied what went wrong. I refined my strategy. I worked harder. And that failure became the foundation of my future success. Strength is not the absence of struggle. Strength is what you build through struggle. The strongest version of yourself is always growing. It is always learning. It is always evolving. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. This means read daily, learn constantly, sharpen your skills, expand your mind, surround yourself with those who challenge and inspire you. Personal growth compounds like interest in a bank account. The more you invest, the more powerful your life becomes. The more disciplined your mind, the clearer your purpose, the stronger your identity. It is not a one-time effort. It is a lifelong commitment, and every small action counts. Discipline is the bridge between potential and performance. Without it, dreams remain dreams. To be strong, you must control your impulses. You must act even when motivation fades. You must persist even when results are slow. Resilience is equally important. Life will test you. Obstacles will appear. Setbacks will happen. But resilience allows you to recover faster. It allows you to stay focused. It allows you to keep moving forward, no matter what. I remember a time when I faced personal and professional setbacks simultaneously. It would have been easy to give up. It would have been easy to blame circumstances. But I chose discipline. I chose resilience. I chose to act consistently, one step at a time. And slowly, those small actions rebuilt my life. The strongest version of yourself is not just about strength, it's about alignment. Your values, purpose, and habits must converge with your vision. If your vision is financial freedom, act with discipline in your finances. If your vision is health, act with discipline in your body and mind. If your vision is meaningful relationships, act with integrity and care. Every action becomes intentional. Every decision becomes a building block. Every day is a step forward, not a random drift. Strength comes when purpose meets action, when vision meets discipline, when identity meets daily habits. True strength is never selfish. It is never isolated. It uplifts others. The strongest version of yourself serves your family, your community, and your world. It leads by example. It inspires through action. It leaves a legacy that transcends your own life. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. Strength allows you to set the direction. Strength allows you to act consistently toward the life you deserve. When you remove what broke you, reconnect with your purpose, rebuild your standards, and act with discipline, you emerge stronger. You are no longer lost. You are no longer reactive. You are intentional. You are resilient. You are unstoppable. And here's the most important truth. The strongest version of yourself is not a destination. It is a journey, a lifelong commitment to growth, integrity, and purpose. Step by step, habit by habit, choice by choice, you will find yourself again. And once you do, there is no limit to what you can achieve, because you are no longer defined by what broke you. You are defined by what you build. And you, my friend, are building something extraordinary. Finding yourself again is not a one-time event. It is a journey of reflection, removal, and rebuilding. A journey of raising your standards, shaping your habits, and aligning with your purpose. Remember this, you have the power to change. You have the power to remove what holds you back. You have the power to become the strongest version of yourself. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take one step today. Do one small action. Commit to growth, because every choice you make, every habit you form, every standard you set is a brick in the foundation of the life you are meant to live. And the beautiful truth is this. The moment you decide to reclaim yourself, you are already on the path to greatness. Step forward. Take control. And never, ever stop building the life you deserve.